Well, hello everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Just waking up. It's about 3 a.m. That's when I would normally get up. Very close because we all stayed at a hotel just because there were some things that looked bad with this storm. But from looking out the window, things have changed. But overall, it's raining a lot where I am. Once you get west of the Hudson River, and then pretty much north of 287, or 87, the thruway. That's where it's probably still sleeting right now. And that's going to be the issue, is this icing, this transition back and forth between ice and sleet. I'm going to start getting ready now, and I'll see you guys in the rest of the vlog throughout the day today. Maybe a little bit with the news station. I'm going to see. Maybe, I'm not sure if I had any guests on. We'll see. Well, this is the middle of the shift here, and we are hunkering down a little bit from the, I guess, not snowstorm that happened. So essentially, I'll show you what the radar looks like right now as well. For the most part, we're seeing quite a bit of rain in here. There's still some sleet and some freezing rain once you get a little bit more north, and especially up near Albany. That's where it still looks like it's snowing, but there's quite a bit of rain. There was also some thunderstorms heading into Long Island. So now, I want to introduce you to the rest of the team here. This is Brittany.
Hey everybody, FiOS 1 News meteorologist Brittany Borer here with the rest of the crew tracking the storm, or the remnants of the storm. Brought a lot of ice and a little bit of snow in those areas north and west, so we're just tracking those, waiting for those snowfall totals to come in and such. So we're staying busy, doing the thing.
So that's Brittany. I am now going to introduce you to the chief meteorologist here.
Hello, Andrew.
Hi,
What's happening,
Brian.
buddy?
How's it going?
We are prepping for our next update at 10 a.m. Storm system on the way out. Bitter cold air on the way in. And if you are someone that's getting up early tomorrow morning, expect wind chills between 5 and 15 below zero. Yeah, below zero, not above zero. That's some cold stuff heading into tomorrow morning. One thing to note, not a lot of snow came down in a large portion of the area. The northern areas got some snow and some ice. But when you are thinking about tonight into tomorrow morning, anything that's wet will refreeze if it's not treated. So if it looks wet and you know there's not salt or treatment on the ground, expect it to be icy anytime from mid-evening right on into the overnight and Monday morning.
Thank you, Brian.
You heard it here first, Andrew.
And next up, we got Lauren here with some
Good
traffic.
morning.
Hello.
And so traffic this morning was not as crazy as we expected it to be. However, a lot of those roads out there are still pretty icy. I've been looking at some of the traffic cameras. Some of the exit and entrance ramps specifically look a little icy. Some of the bridges are a little bit slippery. We had some of that rain. It was coming down pretty heavy in areas of Long Island. So I actually saw some flooding in some spots in Long Island this morning. So you want to watch out if you're driving through that area. But as Brian mentioned, we're on this morning. So we're bringing you guys the latest details on traffic and transit. Transit really hasn't been an issue, actually. If you do want to take mass transit, that looks like a really good option for you. So, yeah. So stay safe out there, friends, okay?
Say hi, Nick.
Hello.
You're on the YouTube.
Surprise.
One of our producers.
Oh, this is one of
here.
Andrew Pizza.
Yeah.
You can ask me the question, Nick. This is real
Yeah.
life. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. All right.
What was on the weather side?
The weather SOT is talking about the transition to cold air coming in tonight into tomorrow morning. A weather SOT meaning sound on tape, is what goes at the beginning of the newscast, and then we say FiOS 1 News starts right now, and it's basically teasing what's coming up later in the newscast. So all fun stuff. Nick is the producer.
Brian has also been mentioning, too, it could freeze potentially overnight. So if you are driving tomorrow morning, just definitely be careful heading out on the roads, right? Yeah, with those freezing temperatures.
Most importantly, today, Miss Lauren Richardson is celebrating 5 years here on FiOS 1.
Woo! 5 years. Oh, thank you guys. Gosh, thank you. very exciting. I've worked with the best of the best, so it's been great so far. 5 years. Oh, stop it, Brittany. Stop. Go on. Anyway, but yeah. I get to do it with snow coverage with my friends, so it's fun.
Congratulations again. So I don't know. I may be here 5 years. We'll see. But that pretty much wraps up this part. We'll pick this up on the car ride home. So I'll see you guys there. All right, well, I'm in the car now. This storm is mostly out of the area. And what we're seeing is also just cloudy skies. Right now, the temperature has warmed up a bit. It is 36. There we go. It's about 36, and that's the temperature, the thermometer from the car, which aren't the most reliable thermometers. But 36 above freezing, we're just feeling some cold rain right now. A bit more north, once you get near Albany, that's again where it may still be snowing at this point. But as Brian mentioned, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit seeing some of the other team members I work with. I know most of you guys that watch me also watch Joe Chaffee. Well, now you got to see some of the other people that I work with. So today is not going to be still the best days out there. It's going to be cold. It's going to be damp. Now going into tonight, this is where I'm going to pick up and get a little bit more in detail. We are going to be seeing these temperatures really drop off quite a bit. And the temperatures are going to be getting down to, especially once you get into the Hudson Valley and maybe north, below zero. There's a couple of different, we call them the MOS, which is a text output for forecast data. Some of them were going below zero, which is very cold. That's going to be the coldest air of the season. So that's essentially ingredient 1. Ingredient 2 will be the wind. It's not really windy right now. I don't feel my car going back and forth. We're going to be seeing the winds really start to pick up later this afternoon going into this evening. This is where we could see wind gusts getting up to 30 or 40 miles per hour. So when you factor in the strong winds gusting 30 to 40, especially and going into tomorrow as well, with the cold temperatures, you get wind chill. What essentially is wind chill? Well, it's the feels like temperature. It's not a real temperature, it's a calculated temperature. The calculated temperature goes off of a graph that you have to take into account the wind and the wind speed and the air temperature. Essentially, if there's no wind and we're just standing outside, even when it's cold, our bodies create a little bubble of warmth, essentially, with the heat that comes off of our skin. It just kind of stays there for a little bit, just a tiny, tiny little warm air layer. With the cool, or very cold, I should say, weather, and the wind, that blows that warm air layer away. And essentially our bodies can't keep themselves insulated as easily. That's where this feels like temperature is calculated. That really goes into frostbite. Now, I do have a frostbite video. One of my other colleagues from FiOS 1 News, meteorologist Addison Green, we did a video together on my YouTube channel where I took my thermal imager, and the thermal imager I showed my hand, bare hand, that we went outside when it was like 10 degrees outside. And that was showing over the span of, I think it was 5 or 10 minutes, the temperature of my fingertips dropped off drastically. Or not drastically, but enough to cause concern. And that's the real issue, is the frostbite on the extremities, your fingertips, maybe even going into your hands, your toes, your nose. But that's going to be the main issue with these strong winds and with the cold temperatures. Frostbite. going outside, if you go outside with exposed skin, with these conditions, you can get frostbite in less than a half hour, maybe even less than 20 minutes outside. So you really have to keep that in mind for tonight going into tomorrow. The frostbite factor is for real. And that pretty much wraps up this video. If you did get snow from this, definitely leave that in the comments below the video. And I want to hear what you guys got for snow accumulation. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. I will see you all in that next video. Please stay safe and have a great day.